Welcome back to the AB Scale Project. I'm Gregor. This is Alpha Bravo, and today we're starting off with our Legacy Breakdown. Now, he looks pretty good, pretty close to animation. A lot of kibble issues, we'll talk about that in here in a sec. But overall, not too bad. He did come with only a single gun and a spoiler. So, he'll be the only Stunticon, besides Motormaster, that you can't do the double gun gimmick like the original G1. Alright, and you'll notice he looks a lot like Wild Rider. Like, a lot. It looks like they reused the arms, the legs. They did swap out the upper crotch area here. And the lower torso is the same. Just a lot of parts reused. They did reshell it enough that there is a difference between the car modes, but for the most part, the engineering is the same. One thing is that Wild Rider's windshield will fold down far enough to get this out of the way, where Breakdown stops right here. It hits something underneath there and it just stops going. So it's not as clean to do the modified G1 look as it is with Wild Rider. So that's one strike against him. Alright, let's pull in the current winner. The Combiner Wars. And you can see, yeah, the Combiner Wars just looks really chunky next to him. But I mean, it's a product of its time. But this definitely looks like a more sleek, streamlined version. Alright, let's look at the vehicle modes. So here we have Breakdown in his car mode, and he looks pretty good. Lambo-ish. Let's go ahead and push Alpha Bravo back and bring Wild Rider in. And you can see, wow, they actually lifted a lot from Wild Rider. Basically, just these upper panels are new. This lower panel is the same, the arm's the same, the front end is the same. Yeah, that's a real disappointing. So just that's the only reshell. It's the same. So I don't know why this doesn't flip down all the way. It may just be something on my copy. You'll notice it didn't come with the double guns like the other Combiner Wars or the other Stunticons, because the spoiler goes where the guns would normally go. So they gave him some under the trunk storage, which you can tell they just kind of refitted it. They changed the gun to fit the slot in the Wild Rider mold. But yeah, a little disappointing. We'll bring in the Combiner Wars, and we see that's a lot more Lambo. This is more kind of Z vibes. This is more Lambo. We'll go ahead and do a quick 360 on these so you can see the differences. And you can see mine is kind of yellowed. Hadn't really noticed it until I got it under these lights. But otherwise, they're not too bad. Like I said, this one's definitely more of a stylized Lambo. This is kind of a Z-ish, wanting to be a Lambo, like a kit car. But, yeah. Alright, let's do our final determination. Alright, quick break in here to show you the completed Minosaur. And I still think he looks really good. I'm really digging him. And you see Breakdown back there on the back of the leg. You flip that down. And the gun still stows underneath the hood there pretty easily. But yeah, there it is. Our completed Minosaur. Alright, let's get back to our conclusions. So is this our new IDW G1 Breakdown? Well, since we already said all the new Legacy stuff is already the winner, so the new one wins by default, and the Combiner Wars is out. So, wrapping up the Stunticons, and being our new IDW G1 Breakdown is the Legacy Breakdown. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Finally for today, we have the Walgreens exclusive Legacy Minerva. And she looks really good. I mean, she cleans up pretty well. I mean, it's just a really good mold for her. And of course, when I looked at the update to Elita 1, I said it was a pre-tool for Minerva, and here we go. It's the same as the Elita 1, except for a new head, and they changed up the Elita head top with the light bar. But otherwise, it's the same mold, and it just looks great for her, which I knew it was, and this mold was made for her, so yeah. Any complaints for it? I would probably paint these panels blue, come back and paint those panels blue to make it look like the animation model, because her rear end or her rear cab used to be on her legs, but that's a minor gripe and some little smaller paint apps, but otherwise she just looks really good. All right, bring in our current winner. Is my custom. And you can see, I didn't do too bad of a job on it. Like I'd like to do the gray I'd like the gray kneecaps to be transferred over, but otherwise not too bad. Of course, I had to do kind of painted on antenna, where this one actually has good antenna. So for something made out of a completely different mold, not too bad. All right, let's look at the vehicle mode. And here we have Minerva in her vehicle mode, and you can see it's definitely more of Elita 1 than Minerva, but still not too bad. More buggy-ish. You can see all the weapons store up here, and show you the light bar as it comes off. You can see just clear plastic painted up. Focus, so you can see that. And that replaces that skull cap that Elita 1 had up there. But overall, not too bad. All right, bring in our current winner, my custom again. And you can see, well, it's a more convincing vehicle mode than the Moonracer mold was. So, yeah. Although with my custom, I could actually put a red cross on it. They can't do it for the newer vehicles because of the whole Red Cross lawsuit. But otherwise, yeah, that Moonracer mold with the hands just sticking out there. So it's a lot cleaner vehicle mode. Alrighty, let's go ahead and figure out which one we're going to keep. So is this our new IDW G1 Minerva? I'm going to say yes. As hard as it is to let go of all the work I did on my custom, this is Minerva. This is just like the anime, just like the new IDW comics. This is Minerva. This was a good try, and it was good for its time before this one, but I gotta let the custom go. So, our new IDW G1 Minerva is the Walgreens exclusive Legacy Minerva. Alright, let's wrap this up. And that's it for today. We got a brand new Minerva and a brand new breakdown and finished off Minosaur, so it's been a good day. Alright, thanks for joining us today on the AB Scout Project. If there's a character you'd like to see, put your request in the comments below. Although, there aren't too many left. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.